It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the 3 cards that are coming to NBA 2K24 MyTEAM tomorrow that do obviously lock in for the big time Steph Curry card. Now, this right now, we get 2 rubies as well as another sapphire. So I just gotta let it be known, okay? I'm guessing we'll see at minimum 3 rubies on a Friday, maybe even a couple ambies. So at minimum, as far as MT wise, you're gonna be looking at over 450, 500,000 MT for Steph Curry MT wise. So just know he's going to be super, super expensive. Now let's start with Chandler Parsons, okay? When we think of Chandler Parsons in 2K, I mean, I don't remember the last time we got a good Chandler Parsons card. I can't. We didn't even see one last year. In 2K22, we didn't see them. In 2K21, we saw a Chandler Parsons card decently early on. Now, he is 6'10". At that small forward position, you guys can see 6'10" at the small forward position. We got Chandler Parsons coming tomorrow. That is going to be cheesy in its own right. Going to have a decent 3-ball. Defensively, expect him to be pretty rough, though. Now, did have jump shot 36. Not a great release back then. I don't know what he's going to have now. Again, we'll see. Jump shot 36 is what he had all of the year back then. But he is at least going to have some good height for you guys. So that's the one thing with Chandler Parsons. Am I super high on the card heading into tomorrow? I mean, for a sapphire, I think he has potential. I'm just thinking he's going to get a pretty bad release. So for me, looking at things, that's kind of the hesitation I do have with Chandler Parsons is I just can't see 2K giving him not even a good release. I can't even see 2K giving him a decent release. That's just my opinion on things. And so I think that's what's going to make Chandler Parsons, hard to use in my team. Next up, guys, we got BROOK LOPEZ, and I'm going to spend a while talking about BROOK LOPEZ because, look, I'm going to say it like this. Obviously, Damian Lillard got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. And there's a massive $1 million Play Now tournament qualifier this weekend. And so I was trying to get my reps in with BROOK LOPEZ in shoot-around. To say his release is bad is an understatement. This release is borderline horrible, okay? It's nearly impossible to green, and it's super slow and baited. BROOK LOPEZ has good height, guys. He could possibly be good as a Ruby with decent speed if he got better lateral quickness. But I'm telling you right now, this release is borderline unusable. Okay, so don't use BROOK tomorrow. Don't buy BROOK and then come tomorrow, come to me and say, oh, Ty, his release is bad. I'm telling you right now, I think his release is borderline unusable, which ruins the value of BROOK LOPEZ. Again, unless they change his release, which I highly doubt, and I honestly hope they don't this early on in my team, I do not see how BROOK LOPEZ plays in my team. That's my firm opinion. Now, yes, is he going to be able to compete with some of the other tall guys in my team, like a Shaq? Sure. If you use him as an interior big, okay, then that's fine. But I'm telling you right now, that whole stretch BROOK LOPEZ as a big, rule that out the window because his release and is borderline unusable. I literally, again, in Play Now, he has a high 3-ball. And when I tell you I made maybe 25% of my threes wide open in shoot-around, I'm not even exaggerating. Now, maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm the one that can't green with BROOK LOPEZ. But I'm telling you this, it's slow. It was nearly impossible for me to green with the card. So I can't sit here and hype up BROOK LOPEZ. I just can't. Given that situation, I can't sit here and hype up the card. Wish he was good, though, because he's 7'1", and we do need a decent big that can compete with Shaq. Obviously, we got Anthony Davis, but we could use another one that could compete with the top guys. And here's the way I think of it, right? AD is more expensive than BROOK LOPEZ, but AD is 90 times better than BROOK LOPEZ. So again, obviously, if you lock in for Steph, you're gonna need these cards anyway. I get that, and I'll be willing to admit that. But I'm just saying, I just can't see it with BROOK LOPEZ. That's just my opinion on things. Latrell Sprewell last, but certainly not least. We saw a good Sprewell card early on last year in this Diamond Latrell Sprewell. Now, he came out on October 11th, and I think this is what he looked like for quite some time, but he was absolutely elite. He was a shooting guard that could basically do it all in my team. Now, I really don't expect Latrell Sprewell's stats to look like this, because if they do look like this, he's going to be our best shooting guard in the game. Okay, and so that's kind of where what I tell you guys to be a little bit hesitant at. His stats obviously were really good. His badges were really good last year, but you got to look at the SIGs. Okay, last year he had the Evan Fournier base, was solid. I don't want to sit here and gas it, but it was solid enough to use in my team. But what made him great was how good he was on the defensive end of the court, and just how good he was as an all-around player. He could attack the rim, he could knock down shots. And that's just the one thing about Latrell Sprewell that I think he is going to provide for you guys on the court. Now, again, I don't think he's going to be good as good as this Diamond Latrell that we saw last year. But I still do think when we look at this set, he's going to be the best Ruby that we've had thus far. Okay, better than Brook Lopez, obviously better than this Chandler Parsons coming tomorrow. And then when we look at so far what we've seen in this cooking set, I think he's going to be better than Chris Mullin. I don't mind Chris Mullin. I actually think Chris Mullin's decent. The problem with Chris Mullin is defensively, I just don't think he's great. And again, I'm not saying he's horrible because he has decent height. He definitely is not horrible. He can play for you guys. But I do think that Latrell Sprewell is going to be the best overall Ruby. Now, with all of that being said, are any of these cards worth you buying tomorrow? No. Okay, they're not. I'm going to be honest with you. Latrell, Latrell could. There's a potential that Latrell could be worth buying. But I think that the odds of that happening are so slim to none. Because again, he's only 6'5". How is Latrell even going to be better than, I'm just going to throw out some names. How is Latrell going to be better than like an AmEthst, a Brandon Roy, a T-Mac, a Bruce Bowen, a Desmond Bain even, who everybody does love? That's the really big question mark behind Latrell Sprewell. Again, 2K could juice up his stats. 2K could juice up his badges and make him that next level good. But again, I just have a hard time, at the time I'm recording this, seeing him play at that next level in my team. So look at this, guys. So far with Steph Curry, we don't have one elite card in this set. And we've, after tomorrow, only got one more day. Now, obviously, we might see all rubies. There might even be an amethyst in that as well. But that's kind of concerning to me. Obviously, guys, we have the set for Draymond Green. Those players never get leaked, so we have to wait till tomorrow. But when I look at this set, it's horrible too. So I'm just a little concerned, 2K, that this is our content for the week. And so far, it's been pretty lackluster. And I'm not saying I, hate it. I just wish the cards were better. Like, these cards are kind of horrible in my team. And I know you probably are going to reward us with Draymond Green in this fast break. And Steph's going to be great. But it would be nice if there were some usable budget cards in this as well. Because as I'm looking at things, guys, I don't see one real card that budget-wise is worth getting. Whether it is in the cooking set, whether it is in this fast break set. I don't see anything here that really gets my attention that for you guys is like, yeah, you guys should definitely pick them up if you're No Money Spent. I mean, even if you're watching my No Money Spent squad series, how many additions have I made in this past week? 0, I don't think. Like, before it was like every Tuesday I would add something new to my squad. And it's just like this week, it just hasn't really been much. So, again, that's just kind of my perspective on things and how I see it. You guys might see it totally different. And again, that's what makes my team fun. But I'm in desperate need of at least a good fast break Ruby card tomorrow. Because if we get that, I'll be super hyped. But as far as content tomorrow, Latrell Sprewell, Brook Lopez, and Chandler Parsons, I mean, I just don't see it. Now, if Chandler Parsons does have a good release, I'm going to say it right now. His release is good. He could be a great budget baller, okay? So I don't want you guys sitting here tomorrow saying, oh, Chandler Parsons is elite. Because last I knew he had jump shot 36, which is one of the slower releases in the game. So again, if they give him a good jump shot and, make him usable, he probably could be the best card we do get tomorrow. I mean, I'm just telling you, because he's going to be able to shoot. If he's 6'10", he's going to be able to defend. If they give him a good release, expect him to be able to play a little bit. That's going to wrap it up for my video today, guys. Not super hype on any of these 3 cards coming tomorrow. Again, I hope that the fast break card is absolutely elite, but are my hopes really high for that? Not really. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.